Hello everyone, welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic Season of Discovery, featuring a Human Paladin. If you're new here, feel free to enjoy the relaxing commentary of today's episode in the background. And, as always, I hope you are all doing well. And I thank you for joining me today. It means a lot. In the previous episode, we had quite the lengthy grinding session back in Ungro. We've made quite a lot of progress in that zone, but today I want to take another break from the crater and try out some real Phase 4 content. It's time we finally started working towards earning our Squire. And for that, we'll be heading to the Western Plaguelands to begin that journey. Before we get into that though, we've got a ton of quests to turn in from a couple of episodes ago. We're going to hit up Gadgetzan, Ratchet, and then finally Ironforge, where I'll also make a quick stop at the auction house to see if we can upgrade our gear a bit. It's been a long time. We'll take a peek at any follow-up quests that we may acquire along the way, but we'll save any of that we come across until after we visit the Plaguelands. So let's get this mini road trip underway. We'll be arriving in Gadgetzan shortly. Looks like we've got 3 total quests to turn in. Let's see how close we can get to level 55 as well.
What's up?
After all of these turn-ins.
Keep it real. Hurry back.
Yeah, I think the follow-up quest to that is something that could be turned in directly in town. We'll see.
What's up? Be good. Have a good one. Keep it real. Have a good one.
Got a report to deliver to
Be good.
Darnassus. We can pick it up for now.
Keep it real. Be good.
I'm not going to be heading over there anytime soon, though.
Have a good one.
And let's return this report.
Yo. Glad I could help. Keep it real.
And yet another report that requires us to go to Darnassus. Stinks a little bit that it's going to have to exist in our quest logs for a bit. Hopefully we can clear out some more of this stuff
Time is money, friend.
and make room for the Western Plaguelands. That should be everything that we could turn in at Gadgetzan. Our next stop is going to be Ratchet to the north.
What can I do for you? Yes.
Should have a nice relaxing ride over to the Goblin Port Town. And so I think over the course of the next couple of episodes we're going to be working towards a couple of different runes. The Squire actually kind of just happens automatically as far as obtaining it. The real quest line involved is actually to pick up the Righteous Vengeance rune. It's going to be our first rune of Phase 4. Where we head into the Western Plaguelands and do a couple of things there, but nothing too crazy. I feel like both Phase 2 and Phase 3 had some runes that were more than a pain in the ass to obtain and required a lot of group play, a lot of elite killing, etc. I feel like some of the stuff I've seen in Phase 4 so far, just doing my research on the runes that we need to get, everything seems to be a lot easier, or at least straightforward to obtain. That includes our ring runes as well, where you simply just have to find a book in the open world and pick it up and just click on it, and then you get what you need. So I do like those a little bit more. It's a little bit more straightforward while encouraging exploration. And we'll get to those ring runes later. They're not as important. They do come with some nice perks though, increasing our hit chance with specific weapons, or specific spell types as well. That is the first rune we're going to try to obtain, the Righteous Vengeance rune. And immediately after obtaining that rune, we'll get our Squire as a result, basically. And then we have to play around with our Squire in order to obtain the next rune after that. So it's a nice little progression. And I'm especially looking forward to stopping by Ironforge to pick up some of that new gear. We are like painfully in need of certain pieces. Our cloak is level 34. I guess the rest of it's mostly in the late 40s, but we got like a 39 in there. About the only thing I'm confident about is our weapon, at the very least. If we can't replace Whisper by the time we hit 60, I'm not really going to be all that mad about it. And we're flying over the Merchant Coast now, so we should be there shortly. We have landed. Let's go turn in that quest.
Time is money, friend. If you ever need anything, keep it real.
Very good. Let's hearth back to the Deepwater Tavern, and we'll take the flight into Ironforge.
Need help?
Back in Ironforge once again. We're going to turn in our quests and we're going to visit the auction house. I don't think we'll waste any time visiting our trainer. We'll just wait until level 56 to pick up what we need. I don't think there's anything special or interesting that we absolutely have to go out of our way to get.
Salutations! You have a great day now.
I returned in our slime samples. It looks like we're about to get more. Bring 10 filled pure sample jars. What are we looking for now? So oozes in Fellwood.
Off and away.
Well, we definitely want to do this quest at some point. So we'll pick it up again, filling up our quest log a little bit. But we are going to want to do that at some point.
Christiana Point, watch your back. Walk with you. Be good.
Alright, we've brought the discs back from Oldham, and we simply have to speak with the High Explorer. We'll get a nice chunk of experience for all that back and forth.
See you soon.
Just barely couldn't make it to 55. That's okay, we'll get there shortly after entering the Plague Lands, I'm sure. Alright, we're gonna head over to the auction house now. And as we get there, I'll be sure to skip the little shopping spree I'm about to go on. And once I come out of it, hopefully we'll look a little bit different. Alright, we are done with our auctions, and we've certainly learned a few things. Number one, Whisper will not be replaced as our weapon until 60, unless we pick up a blue from a dungeon like Stratholme or Scholomance or something like that. And I don't even think we can get into Scholomance without a pretty lengthy quest line anyway. The second thing is it's really difficult to find a cloak around our level with strength on it. The only cloaks marked with the bear, which provides strength and stamina, are like all like level 20s and 30s. It's basically impossible. So we've actually went with one that just simply gives us more intellect. We do want spell crit, and more mana is just nice to have in general. We did pick up a 2 set of the Valor set. It's going to give us some extra armor, which is nice. We did pick up some new rings. They were very expensive, and that's kind of the third thing I noticed. It's really difficult to find jewelry of any kind. And perhaps it's why the pieces do not exist or are just super, super expensive. Get out into Dunmorrow first. Ironforge can be a little bit too loud. I don't know if we can equip these while we are flying. It looks like we can, which is nice. And the gear we had before was actually quite similar in power level. It's definitely a little bit weaker than what we're going to be equipping now. Otherwise, there would be absolutely no point in doing this, but I definitely wanted a new look. I was tired of looking at the green that we had. So instead, we've taken a lot from the Templar set. Let's try to throw this up here. Templar set, a lot of gold and a lot of blue, which is definitely a nice change of pace. I think it matches Whisper nicely. A very welcomed change for sure. So we're going to vendor all these once we drop at Chillwind Point, and we're going to have to get all of our runes situated as well, which we cannot do while we're on the flight path. We'll get everything sorted out when we land, and then we will work towards our first rune of Phase 4. I'll see you guys in the Western Plaguelands. Alright, we have arrived at the Chillwind camp. And we did have a quest to turn in here as well. And I believe this just introduces us to the Argent Dawn reputation.
See you later. Be careful.
Collect 20 minions, Scourge Stones, and bring them to High Priest Theldanas.
Have
Yep.
a good one.
Which should introduce us to the Argent Dawn.
For the Alliance. See you around.
Got some undead to kill. Let's see what these other two quests are.
Well met. Safe travels. Have a good one.
That's the trinket we can equip if we want to get some reputation. Don't think we're going to equip it. I don't really see ourselves grinding out Argent Dawn reputation, if I'm being honest.
King's honor, friend.
Venture to Scholomance. I don't want to pick this up either. We are not ready to entertain the idea of Scholomance.
Go with honor, friend.
And this is a quest for the Eastern Plaguelands, so we'll leave that right there as well for now. We'll come back to it at a future date. And we've got a ton of just random quests that are scattered about the Western Plaguelands. Let's make sure we equip our runes back. We honestly don't even use Exorcism all that much. Maybe we can swap Purifying Power for Improved Hammer of Wrath instead. Alright, and we're going to be definitely spending a decent amount of time in this zone. So I think we'll try to pick up these random quests that are lying about as we make our way over to, what is it called? To Dawson's Field, which I believe is up here. That is where we're going to begin our quest for our next rune. I think it has us slay some undead anyway, which is why I don't want to complete this quest right away. To slay some of these skeletons and whatnot. It's going to be hard to kind of navigate around Anderhall. It's a very busy city. Maybe we'll just wait and pick this up as we're killing the undead. Let's take the path around and make our way to Dawson's Field. Got our first instance of Plague Bloom, although it doesn't feel like it's worth that much. Okay, we've arrived just outside the farm of Dawson's Tears. I believe somewhere up here we are going to find a fallen knight. Let's see. Looks like another paladin has just arrived. I'm sure he's looking for the same thing, and there's the fallen knight. With that kill, we've reached level 55, which means our final point into conviction. Got as much crit as we could possibly need. Now let's examine the fallen knight. Lying before you in a puddle of blood and viscera is a warrior clad in well-crafted plate armor. You suspect this was a paladin or knight of some kind. You can tell he only recently expired, as his body is still quite warm. Judging by the nature of the wound on his body, he seems to have ran afoul of the undead stalking in the field nearby.
Be careful. Greetings. See you around.
So I think that should be it. Now we're going to examine the area nearby, specifically the barn, where we will find our squire friend. Let's clear out this area a little bit and head into the barn. We've attracted quite the party of stuff. Surprised we've been able to last this long as Retribution spec specifically. But I suppose it does help that we're fighting undead minions. Very surprised we lasted this long. And I don't think it's gonna last. Yeah, I don't think we can do much else about this. Let's go ahead and take the death. It was kind of hard to keep track of all that. Wow, we are incredibly far away. Oh my goodness. Okay. We'll definitely skip over this. And I'll see you guys back at our body. We'll be a little bit more careful. I think we just got a little bit too cocky. Alright guys, we are back to where we need to be. There's of course plenty of players here now all of a sudden. We'll try to respawn a little bit further away from where we died. Let's get our buffs and whatnot back up. Then we're going to head into the barn and meet our squire. There he is, Squire Cuthbert.
Hey there.
That's how you pronounce it.
See you later.
You nearly scared me to death. I heard you coming and was convinced the dead had finally sniffed me out. All the same, you are a sight for sore eyes. Please, I need to escape this place and find my master, Sir Dalton. May you retrieve my weapon for me? It was torn from my grip in the field outside, and I was forced to flee into this barn.
For the Alliance.
Yep, let's go get his sword. I believe it's laying on the ground somewhere. So we'll go ahead and look for that. Let's keep an eye out for that sword. Hopefully it won't be too tough to spot. Hopefully it'll be kind of obvious. Yep, there we go. The sparkles are appreciated. Let's go get this back to the squire.
What can I do for you? Have a good one. For the Alliance.
Thank you, Paladin. I can't express my gratitude for your aid. I need a moment to gather my wits about me. I took a terrible blow to the head out there, and I'm not sure how well I can fight just yet. Oh, light, help me. I hope Sir Dalton is
See
safe.
you around. Have a good one.
Before we pick up the next quest, let's deal with this rude interaction. Yeah, everything is respawning extremely quickly. Feels like we can't catch a break in this barn.
What can I do for you? See you later. You need something? Have a good one.
Pounding in my head has subsided somewhat, but I don't think I can fight my way out of here on my own yet. I hate to ask more of you, but could you help thin the ranks and clear a path for me to make my escape?
See you around.
Boy, that would have been nice to pick up before we just killed a bunch of stuff. At least everything spawns quite quickly. I'm going to put Purifying Power back on just because I feel like Exorcism is going to be pretty invaluable right now. We're making this go a little bit quicker. Do not want to deal with this pack of Scarlet Crusade right now. Let's just move out of this and reset. Right, we've got our marching orders, so let's kill some undead. You know what might be a good idea here is to switch over to our protection spec. I think we could actually take on a lot of these guys at once. If we do what we were doing before. The way that we've set up that specialization, it definitely works best when you can pull a bunch of stuff. Otherwise, it ends up being way too slow if we only can pull one at a time. Let's give that a shot. It could be a lot of fun anyway. Get Blessing of Sanctuary up. And let's play around with our runes real quick. Thinking that we still want Avenger's Shield over Rebuke. We're going to want Sheath of the Light. And I believe we were playing around with Hollowed Ground, if I'm not mistaken, and we were using Guarded by the Light to help keep our mana supply up. I think Fanaticism is fine. And then we're going to have to pick up Hammer of the Righteous, of course, to fill in those gaps. All right, we're back in Prot. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, that definitely went a lot better. We pretty much scuffed that entire combat horribly. And I was trying to readjust as we were going. We did not play that well at all, and yet we still took out like 5 of them at the same time. So I feel like Prot is always going to be the way to go within the Plague Lands, either one. I feel like there's never going to be a time where it's going to be better to do anything else. Still haven't gotten any of those Scourge Stones yet. I wonder if that has anything to do with the fact that we haven't equipped the Trinket. Because I would like to pick those up as we're doing this. So if I take a look... Yeah, see, I guess maybe we have to equip this. We can replace the nifty stopwatch for now, because we cannot use it right now. And let's figure out what else we have to kill in order to turn this one in. Terrors, cadavers, and zombies. Okay, let's gather all of these up, which feels super awesome to do, by the way. Fits the class fantasy of a protection paladin perfectly. I'm pretty sure we have like 8 enemies on us right now, which is a little terrifying if I'm being honest. But we're healing so much from hollowed ground that it doesn't even seem to matter. And as long as we continue to put up our Seal of Wisdom on stuff, I think we'll be okay. Let's put this up just so we can get some heals in. We pulled a little bit too many, I think. But as soon as this goes down, I imagine those guys will come back. Now we're starting to see some of those scourge stones, but yeah, we took out a ton of stuff there at once. That felt really good. We still need some cadavers and terrors. It's weird that the zombies are the lowest kill count here, even though they're the most common enemy, it seems, in the fields. Alright, still need quite a few terrors, I believe. Let's grab that one. Oh, just one more actually. That's great. Good timing. This definitely won't be the end of our undead slaying escapades, though. There's going to be plenty more to do in this zone. Let's get back into the barn and speak with our squire.
Can I help you? For the Alliance.
Thank you again, Paladin. If we had someone like you with us when we were ambushed, I'm quite sure the ambush would have turned into a rout against our attackers in minutes. I've got my second wind now, and must find Sir Dalton. He is a most skilled knight, but I am sure he needs my aid. Tell me, have you seen him out there? He's hard to miss in his gleaming white plate armor.
See you later.
You say you found his body. No, my lord cannot be dead. Our work is not yet finished. I thank you, Paladin. I'm struggling to shake off the shock of it. But I am glad that you were the one to find him. It seems that his quest now falls to me. First, however, I must return to his body and burn it, lest he become the very thing he sought to destroy. If I may impose upon you once more, would you please lead me to the place where Sir Dalton fell?
Be careful.
Yep, let's go ahead and do that. It looks like we're gonna have to make one more big pull. Everybody come over here. And let's do this. Another successful pull. Let's get back to Sir Dalton's body. Pains me to see Sir Dalton in this state. Let's make haste in burning his body, lest he rise again as the very thing he fought to destroy. And he just ran off.
See you later.
What's going on, buddy? Come over here.
Hey there. Have a good one.
Oh no, did I bug the quest? They gave us like an item of some kind, right? Like in case we like lost him. He'll make his way back to the hiding place in the barn, waiting for you there, yeah. A little bit frustrating. It's a little buggy in this area.
Can I help you? See you around. For the Alliance.
I guess we're gonna have to just drop the quest
Greetings.
and pick
Be
it back
careful.
up. Well, let's go, buddy. No hyperspawns yet, which is great. I'm just going to keep running if he's going to keep following.
What can I do for you? For the Alliance.
Well, we burned the body. Let's take out this guy and then see what happens after this. Fallen Knight. Maybe I have to go back to Chillwind. I assumed that I would just have to speak with the Squire once again. Oh yeah, this is super bugged. There we go. At least we can turn it in now.
Greetings. See you later.
I'm gonna turn this in quickly before he changes his mind.
Be careful. You need something?
Let's speak with him some more. Certainly I owe you that much, at least. Where to begin? My lord and I set out from the South Shore some weeks ago, chasing the scent of a particularly evil necromancer called Arkonos. This vile creature is one of the Lich King's chief agents in this part of Azeroth, and has been responsible for countless numbers of atrocities. Sir Dalton swore an oath to see Arkonos dead. Or to die trying. It seems he did fulfill his oath in the end. We had been tracking the fiend for months and thought we had him. It seems that our pursuit was detected, however, as we found ourselves in an ambush. One moment we were in an empty field, the next moment we were surrounded by dozens of the dead. In the fighting, my blade was ripped from my grasp, and I took a nasty wound to the head. I was surrounded. Thought I was finished. But from nowhere, my lord appeared and felled my attackers in seconds. He bade me to flee to that barn and seek shelter while he fought the rest of them off. I never even considered he wouldn't survive. He was so strong. So very strong. Now it falls to me to finish what he started. If only Sir Dalton was here to complete my training, I have so much yet to learn. No matter, I will finish this fight one way or another. I swear it upon the stolen throne of Lordaeron, the light, and any gods who may care to hear my oath. I will find Arkonos and end him. Alright, we've just asked him to be our squire.
Have a good one. What can I do for you?
Let's turn this in. Get
See you around.
an item called Dalton's Horn. Sound Dalton's Horn to summon your squire. Your squire will assist you in battle and learn from you as you adventure together. Oh, did we just equip that? It goes into our Libram spot. Got it. And there he is.
Can I help you?
I live to serve the
See you
light.
later.
And our squire has arrived. Shame that we can't name him. I don't know why it says Undead Adam Squire. suppose we can't all be running around with the same name. Very, very cool. So we're going to have a companion. We'll see how much damage he does. I'm going to activate details just to find out as we move along. But to my understanding, so he's level 55 right now. And he levels with us. And I believe we have to get to level 60, or he does at the very least, in order to work on our next rune. Speaking of which, we did pick up that new rune. Righteous Vengeance. When your Judgment, Crusader Strike, or Divine Storm deal a critical strike, your target will take 50% additional damage over until cancelled. I don't know what that wording means exactly at the end. We're going to try it out. We do have to sacrifice Divine Light as a result. So we are going to say goodbye to that, which means we should probably put Holy Light back on our bars, as a flash of light sometimes just isn't enough to get the job done. Hopefully the Squire sticks with us outside of the undead zones. I don't know if that's the case or not yet, but I'm sure we'll find out, because we're going to want to go back to Unguro and Felwood and whatnot and take on some more of those quests as soon as we get acclimated with the Western Plague Lands a little bit more. Guys, I think that is enough for one episode. In the next one, we're going to continue our campaign through the Western Plague Lands. We'll do that for an episode, and then we'll head back to either Unguro or we'll check out Felwood for the first time. As always, I thank all of you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.